Anyways, let's get some fights. We dry finger. And also, I do not keep Way of Blue on this character. I tried that 2 times, but I feel that somehow the most mean, vicious twinks sort of tend to invade you after the first sort of proper invader has come. So I had a couple of incidents the other day where a Red Phantom had run away from the fight and just were hiding in mobs and whatever, and I have had like no reason to follow them into the mobs, obviously, because I've beaten this game. I don't have any more seeds, and so I put on Way of Blue because I just wanted someone to come in and you know, at least lure them back into sort of the fray. But unfortunately, one Way of Blue came in, and then instantly after that, another red and another Way of Blue, and everyone just jumped in at the same time, and it became a clusterfuck, and it was not video material, because I was sort of, I was ganking at that point, and that was not my idea of fun. Oh, we've got a mage. A proper mage at this level is the most difficult invader to play. And it's got no health. Oh my god, this is a proper non-twink. Got the Farron Dart though. But I can kill you in 4 hits. I shouldn't be able to do that. You really should work on that. I mean, this playstyle, the strafing, the circle strafing, the shielder, the R1, that is the most basic of playstyles. Now, the fact that I know how to roll catch and stuff, that's sort of on me. You must not stop rolling just because you're around me. So, your magic has stopped working. That's really a shame. I'm sorry you can do more damage to me. See, I'm gonna give you some damage. So your magic isn't actually doing much damage at all. I'm circle strafing, so you're completely defeated. And you're completely defeated by a very low stability wooden shield. So what you gonna do now? Okay, so I don't often say this, but please twink. Please twink just a little bit. Please. Please. Oh. I'd like to see more magic users at this level, but of course magic has high sort of stat requirements and is very demanding to use at a low level. A mage, and this is probably true of all the games, mages are the most difficult classes to play in early game, and this is early game, and I am a knight. This is Dark Souls. And you're gonna have a problem if you're not more versatile than this person when you invade. But kudos to them for trying. I'm not sure they've gotten any victories at all, not at least because they have 9 times 4 health and some what's that? 9, 4, 3. They've probably got standard vigor. They haven't leveled vigor at all. They've probably just put it all into int and tried to make a glass cannon. But at this level there is no glass cannoneering. There are just tanks. If you're not a tank, you're not gonna last. And tanks it's just someone who can take a lot of punishment. Now with 1126 health, I will have a life lead over pretty much every invader except for the most hardcore of twinks. This is why I don't drink at all if I suspect they are not twinking. The second I see them twinking, depending on sort of the level of their twinkery, I will consider drinking. If I can see them using very late game, sort of Lothric Castle and the Grand Archive stuff, if they have bought the Santa's Ashes, or if they have sort of defeated the Dancer, or something like that, Yeah, then I'm gonna drink at least once. Now, if they are got everything, if they have like DLC stuff or anything like that, I'm gonna hit the divine blessings as well and use the lightning urns. And you know, it's all very fluid, this sort of strategy and stuff, but that sort of outlines kind of the idea behind this gradual up twinking until I at least match the sort of twinkery that the worst twinks does. Alright, it looks like we have another one. Here's to that invader. The red eye orb is blacked out, and I've not been trying to invade, so that means we've got one. Motiva. Who knows with these people? I don't know where they're from. Well, at least they haven't got any numbers and fucking swears in their name. At least they called something that could resemble a name at some point. Something that annoys me in this game is you don't need numbers in your name. You don't need sort of accents or signs or whatever in this game. You could actually just call your character whatever you would call your character. Anyways, let's see how they react. If you advance on me 1 second, I will backstab you. That's not clever. That is not clever. I'm not that dumb, sir. You have to be a little bit better than that, my friend. So yeah, are we gonna play now? He's not even twinked. I think he's not twinked, at least I couldn't tell. But with his esters, with his health... people. Even if he gets a parry, that's not gonna end anything, because he hasn't hit me once. He doesn't know what my latency is. He doesn't know anything about me. You can't just do that. That shit won't work. Even if you're good at parrying, that's not how you do it. You know Fighter PL, right? You see him parrying a lot. You know Zekai, or people like Suicidal, or other people who are very, very skilled at this game. They can parry anything. But they do not parry everything. They don't try to walk up to you, just parry you and do nothing else. First of all, that's not a good strategy, and if they have just one person around them, if they're 2 people, your parries are going to be very difficult to land. We're invaded by Motiva again. Are you going to change your strategy up this time? Hopefully you will. You haven't, you've just gone straight back to invading, which is good. There is the bandit knife, if I'm not entirely mistaken. Let's see now. What can you actually do? Bait? No, that's good. That's an actual hit. I can't believe I'm actually commending someone for getting an actual hit in an actual game about hitting people with swords. Very good. You're not doing enough damage to just keep on doing that, my friend. You're gonna need some more pressure. Now your build is not very good for invading, and I wasn't born yesterday, and you should have picked up on that by now, that I'm actually more skilled than most people here. I won't just do running attacks straight out of neutral. Oh, quite good. Or rather, quite bad of me, because I couldn't actually delay my parry enough to parry the 4th. I find that parrying the blocking the 1st and parrying the 3rd hit is a good strategy. Not always though. If we've got some latency, it's not going to work all the time. This guy is basically Hail Perry. Hail Perry, the character, has died. I'm sorry, Moteva, but you have to You know, at this level and at this stage, you couldn't really do much about that build, but you do have to get something, pull something out of your arse that isn't a bandit knife that can actually work against better players. I think he might have had a shot if I were a single, new, lonely player who didn't summon and didn't drink. He could have probably had me, but then again, he didn't have the Estus for it, and if I had just spammed, I might have been able to take him. And also, if it had been any latency in between us, and there might as well have been, because I didn't actually get any parries, he didn't get any parries obviously. If there was latency, parries are extremely risky and very much not worth it, I find. So you should have what many people would call rustic play. You should have good rustic play. I think it is I Am Amish who calls it that mostly, but I believe it. You should. Excuse me? Excuse me? Are you fat trolling? What? Excuse me, guys? And what am I seeing here? Wow. Dude, I couldn't. This is not nice. He's not joking, is he? Oh, dude, I feel bad. I feel really bad. What can I do? What can I do, guys? Interesting. You're still fat rolling, though. I couldn't really help you with that. Look. Look. Listen. Listen. Please stop. Please stop. Don't do this. Don't do this to yourself. Please stop. Please stop. Okay, now you've got life lead. Good. Let's see how you deal with aggression. I told you to stop. Why didn't you hear me? Oh. Look, you gotta learn the hard lessons. Please communicate with me. What are you doing, guys? Now, I have a theory. He started with the red eye orbs as a starting gift. Or he got them from Leonard? He got them from Leonard very, very early on. Athene? Anyways, he got them from Leonard very early on. He just hopped into an invasion to see what it's like. He hasn't even learned the game properly and I just kicked him out. Oh god, I should have let him win. I feel bad now. It's like punching someone who is disabled. Not that I've ever actually done that, but it's like trying to beat someone who's disabled at wheelchair basket and then not rocking up in a wheelchair yourself. Oh well, we live and we learn, and I really do hope that I didn't turn him completely off invasions. I don't want it to come across that I was taunting him either. It's just not easy to convey any sort of message through this game without it being either cocky or just downright rude. Oh well. If I see you again, I'll drop you some embers, dude. You've earned them.